Hello. So, what I want to talk about today is not rushing the process. And trust me, I know that that's sometimes easier said than done, right? Because we all have like things that we want to happen and we want them to happen in a certain time frame. And when the things that we want to happen, when they don't happen in the time frame that we expect them to happen to, we may get impatient, we may get frustrated. And obviously, getting frustrated is normal. I think, though, when we start to get impatient, what happens is we start to rush things, we start to rush the process, and then that puts us in a position where we might end up being careless. That puts us in a position where we might overlook necessary steps that actually are put in place to help us get to that goal that we're looking to achieve. And by rushing and by missing that step, then you might actually end up setting yourself back a few steps than had you just, or had we just trusted the process. It's only a few times where being fast with something or being quick with something is beneficial. I mean, if you're Usain Bolt, then that totally works. But overall, I am a firm believer in slow and steady wins the race. Like at the end of the day, just keep chipping away at your goals every day, right? So that it might look like it's taking too long, or it might look like there's no progress, but there is. The only time there is actually no progress is when we stop, when we give up, right? And so just trust the process. Again, I know that's easier said than done because I've been in the same boat where I've gotten super frustrated because things aren't happening in the time frame that I want them to, because I felt like, I've been putting in the work for so long for this particular thing. Why is it not happening? Why hasn't it happened yet? And a lot of times we're this close. We're like this close and we don't know it. And like I said, we might then get impatient, start to rush and get jittery and end up having the opposite effect of what we intended. Then we might put ourselves in a position where we then end up setting ourselves back, and we don't want that. So this is something that I'm advising for myself. I never come on here talking about something that hasn't or doesn't apply to me at some point, right? So at the end of the day, just keep chipping away and trust in the timing